In this next important job interview training tutorial, I will teach you how to answer the 7 hardest interview questions. Now, these questions are as tough as they come, and when asked during interviews, most candidates struggle to answer them and they end up failing as a result. Therefore, if you have an interview coming up soon for any role or company, stay tuned because I promise to help you pass at the very first attempt. And just very quickly, if you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Literally thousands of you are passing your interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please give the video a like because that motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, let's jump straight into the tutorial. So to help you pass your interview at the very first attempt, I will cover the following 3 things in this tutorial. Number 1, I will tell you what the 7 hardest interview questions are you must prepare for. Number 2, I will then give you a brilliant tip for answering each of those questions correctly before giving you a top scoring example answer. And then finally, number 3, I will tell you where you can download the answers plus my full set of 100 brilliant answers to tough interview questions. Hardest interview question number 1 is, what didn't you like about your last job? Now, when answering this difficult interview question, do not speak negatively about your boss or co-workers. Instead, use your answer as an opportunity to show you are ambitious. Here's my top scoring response. What didn't you like about your last job? Here we go. There wasn't much I disliked about my last job. However, one thing that slightly frustrated me was they weren't very ambitious when it came to growth or creating new products or services. I saw a big opportunity in the market to create products and services our customers really wanted, but when I put forward my ideas and suggestions, they weren't progressed. Hardest interview question number 2 is, tell me about a challenge you had to overcome. Now, this tough interview question is assessing your determination and resilience during difficult situations. Show you are someone who finds ways to overcome the toughest of challenges. Here's my brilliant answer. Tell me about a challenge you had to overcome. I worked on a critical, time-sensitive team project in my previous role. A technical team member went off sick 3 days before the project deadline. It was my task to find a way to still get the project finished despite being 1 team member down. I assessed the outstanding workload and allocated some tasks to the remaining team members based on their strengths. For the technical related functions, I found an online contractor qualified to do the work remotely. By thinking outside the box and acting quickly, I overcame this challenge and completed the project on time and to the required standard. Hardest interview question number 3 is, tell me about a time when you had to work closely with someone you didn't like. Wow, this is a tough one. So this next tough interview question is assessing your interpersonal and team working skills. Show you are the type of person who goes out of their way to build great relationships with everyone you work with. Here's my brilliant answer. Tell me about a time when you had to work closely with someone you didn't like. In a previous role, there was one person who I didn't seem to get on with. We were both very competitive people, and I'd put our differences down to a simple clash of personalities. When the opportunity came up to work closely with them on a project, I was pleased because I felt this was the chance to try and improve the working relationship. Throughout the project, I made an effort to interact with them more, and I showed a genuine interest in what they got up to outside of work. My approach worked because we managed to find a common connection. My actions went a long way to improving the relationship, which in turn made the project more enjoyable and productive. Hardest interview question number 4 is, what areas do you need to improve on? Now, this question question is assessing self-awareness. Do not say you don't have any areas to improve on. Instead, show you are aware of your weaknesses and what you must do to improve on them. Here's my brilliant top scoring answer. What areas do you need to improve on? Here we go. I need to improve my leadership skills. I've not led on a project yet, but this is something I most definitely want to experience in the future. I also need to improve my knowledge and understanding of the latest software packages that might be useful in this role. However, I don't feel my lack of experience or skill in either of these areas will hinder my performance in this role. Hardest interview question number 5 is, when you start a new job, how do you adapt to the different working environment? Now, this next challenging interview question is being asked to determine whether you will work hard to fit into their team. Here's a brilliant top scoring answer. When you start a new job, how do you adapt to the different working environment? Here we go. I always start out by looking at the company's values and mission statement. What responsibilities do I have in the role, and how am I expected to contribute to them? The answers to these questions will enable me to adapt to the new working environment. Also, at the end of every job interview, I ask the question, how has the company evolved over the years? The answer to this question gives me invaluable information that enables me to quickly adapt to my new working environment if I do get hired. The final thing I do whenever I start a new job is to observe and listen for several weeks. I look at the team dynamics and how people interact. This again gives me some useful ideas as to how I can adapt and quickly fit into the new working environment. Hardest interview question number 6 is, tell me about a situation when you received negative feedback and how you handled it. Now, the best employees are the ones who listen to feedback and then act on it to improve. Here's my top scoring response. Tell me about a situation when you received negative feedback and how you handled it. Here we go. During a performance review in my previous role, my manager criticized me for how long I talked to customers on the telephone. Although I was trying to build positive relationships with our customers, it was my task to listen to my manager's feedback and then take steps to improve. Once we had finished the performance review, I enrolled in an online customer service training course to learn additional communication skills to speed up my approach while dealing with customers. Once the course was finished and I put what I had learned into practice, my customer call handling rates improved significantly. Hardest interview question number 7 is, what makes you angry or annoyed? Now, everyone gets frustrated or angry at times. However, if you get angry at your boss, co-workers or employer, you probably won't be a good fit for their team. Again, use your answer as an opportunity to show you are passionate and enthusiastic. Here's a great answer. What makes you angry or annoyed? Here we go. I rarely get angry. However, if I do, it is generally because I've let myself down or I am frustrated with dishonest people. For example, I remember getting annoyed with a supplier in a previous role who promised to deliver some goods to our company on a certain day. When the day came for the goods to arrive, they didn't turn up, and this had a negative knock-on effect for our loyal customers who were waiting for their orders. I decided to turn my frustration into positive action, and I started searching for a new supplier who could provide a better service at a cheaper price. Within the hour, I had found a new supplier who went on to provide exceptional service, which in turn helped to improve customer service standards. Okay, so there's 7 brilliant answers to the hardest interview questions. Now, the next thing to do, if you want to accelerate your learning even further, is click that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video, head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can instantly download my full set of 100 brilliant answers to difficult interview questions. It's a fantastic resource. It comes as a PDF guide and it's guaranteed to put you ahead of the competition. Make sure you check check that out. Okay, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Literally thousands of you are passing your job interviews. I can only help you if you are subscribed. Please also give the video a like. That tells me you find these tutorials useful, and it also motivates me to create more content for you. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It's always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting my channel. I wish you all the best for passing your job interview. Have a great day.